here at the pad trying to get in through the gate, but this clown can't open the gate. Man, if you don't live here, go away. You ain't gotta be home, but you ain't gotta be here.
Good morning, San Diego. Good morning, ST. What's happening, West Coast? I love Cali. Good morning, San Diego. Good morning, ST.
All right, enjoying this gloomy weather, playing Uber driver for the fam. Gotta drive the wifey to some kind of training for work up in the Kearney Mesa area. First things first, gotta pick up some food for the wifey for her lunch. I grabbed something as well. All right, got her Euro sandwich. So did I. But in the meantime, want to admire this view of San Diego Bay. It never gets old. Damn, sometimes we take this for granted living here in San Diego. You know what? Since I have some time off, I'm gonna enjoy it. All right, had to do it. It's a little bit past midday. Had to pick up some Starbucks again. While I was there, went ahead and ordered a mocha cookie crumble frappuccino. Warning, low fuel. Yep, we're on empty. Let's fix that. There we go, full tank full. Nothing for you. What about that?
Yay!
Surprise! All right, just picked up baby girl from school. She finally got her vanilla bean frappuccino because the Starbucks by the house, they didn't have the ingredients for it. Good to go. All right, girl, so we're here at McDonald's. Baby girl wanted some McDonald's. What's your order, girl?
Happy Meal with 2 fries and chicken nugget.
Cool. What's your drink?
Milk.
Hi, I'll get a 4-piece chicken McNugget Happy Meal with extra fries.
What kind of drink?
Milk,
What kind of sauce?
sweet and sour, and that'll be it. All right, we're here, just waiting for Nick to come out. He's probably busy. Baby girl over here enjoying that McDonald's. Oh shoot!
Where are you from?
Happy Meal. All right, we're over here, Kearney Mesa. I can't get away from this place, man. Should go back to my old employer. Psych. You're looking at Nick's ride. He said his AC went out. It's not blowing cold air. Hopefully it's not refrigerant related. Hopefully it's just like a switch. Hopefully a relay. Wishful thinking. Turn the key on engine off, and then turn the AC on. Let's see what this thing does. See if the fans come on and whatnot. What's up, girl? How you doing over there? All right, the fans are kicking on. That's a good sign. So we know the relay might be good. So I have to check if there's power going to the AC clutch. All right, go ahead, shut it off for the meantime. Hey, it looks like we did an alternator on this a while back, huh? Still looks kind of new.
Courtesy of you.
Yeah, damn, looks beautiful. Hopefully it'll last the life of the car. Then you could go to Honda and say, hey, I have 2 million miles on my car. Then you get a free car, but you don't want the newer Hondas. All right, we need to get down in there, baby girl. See that connector down there? You see it? Need to unplug it because I'd rather not pierce through the wiring. So if there's power going to there, we know possibly his coil went out, his AC coil. Snack crackle popper. I'm right-handed, so I had to put the camera down to unplug it. That's my excuse. Did you see the light, girl? Oh, put the camera on the light. There you go. So we know there's power going to this coil, so you might have a bad coil or the AC refrigerant is low. So now his AC clutch turned on. Well, it might be a faulty relay after all. I'm getting power there. I was gonna suspect the AC coil that controls the AC coil clutch, but it's on now, so it might be an intermittent issue with the relay. Bad angle, but the AC clutch is engaged. It just cycled off now. There you go. Did you hear that click? So good news for him. It might be an intermittent issue with the relay, but let's see if the vents are cold right now. Let's go inside. Oh darn, I don't have a gauge with me, but this feels cold right now. So that's a good sign for him. It might just be an intermittent relay issue. Go hit him up right now.
I think it's the relay.
All right, I'll go with that. Only because you told me to. Are you sure? All right. Definitely we'll try for the relay. I mean, that is a lot cheaper than a compressor coil. So start out with that. So there's the relay right there. So good news, it might be the relay, but it's working right now. It wasn't working earlier and it magically started working. So if it were my car, I would go for the relay because it's cheaper. And if we put a new relay on and then later on it craps out again, then more than likely it's probably the coil. Go stick your hand in there right now and see how it feels. Yeah, that was normal. Now it's colder? Yeah. Okay, yeah, because I think the relay's crapping out. Okay. Fingers crossed. There goes the boxing club, formerly known as Art of 8. That's where I used to go to work out, right, baby girl? I was in shape back in the days. Yeah, you went there, you did some, Uncle Ricky was teaching you how to do your boxing stance. Big shout out to Ricky Guro. He was the homie. He had quite the personality. He was an awesome, cool cat. Big shout out to him. Right, baby girl? What's up? What you throwing those gloves, girl? There's the wifey now. She's getting antsy to go home. Hey, it's traffic. This looks familiar. I've seen this before. Over here picking up parts for the homie's car. Joe Badollar. There it is. Gotta stop by Joe's place. Looks like he might be metal to metal with his brakes. I don't know, but I went ahead and got the parts already, so we'll see what's up. Yep, we over here in the Otay area, Otay Mesa area, right by the wrecking yards and all. Looks like right here it's a Datsun Auto Wrecking Yard. Yay. He actually pointed it out and you can see the metal to metal damage on the outside part of the rotor on the outer pad. So we're gonna head back to the house and have at it, start replacing these parts. Hopefully we have the right parts. I won't know until we just do it. All right, finally made it back to the pad. Just chopping it up with Joe. So as you can see, he went metal to metal on the outside. So you don't hear your wear sensors at all? No. No? You sure? You probably bumping your radio.
There's nothing that come up on my day.
Really? Okay, we'll check it out though. So yeah, definitely metal to metal. So we have to change the brakes, pads and rotors. Okay, fluid level's low. So like I said, fluid level low, you know your brake pads are low. Yeah, well actually you're mid, so maybe somebody might have filled it up. Or you never know, maybe one side just got enough, because that could have happened too. Like one side will go low and the other won't, but it comes as a set.
Yeah.
So we'll change it. All right. So yeah, we already had a video, so we're not gonna do full video. Yeah, we'll check the back too, just to see where you're at. Do a quick visual on his rear pads. Yeah, they might be
One down.
thin getting there. I can see it from here, because if the outside's thin, you know the inside might be also thin. That's usually the case. So yeah, it looks like his rear pads are thin as well. Well, actually getting close, but he still has a little bit, so it's not super pressing, but he's gonna need it ASAP. Look at Daddy helping me out. He got his utility knife. Oh, they look good. Yeah, there's 5 lug. All right. We're doing the unboxing of his brake pads. Akibono. These are OEM equivalent. Slightly cheaper. then OEM. So we're going with DFC rotors right there. Let's have at it. There are a lot of things that go on at that car meet, and you see a lot of cool people, a lot of interesting builds. Just chopping it about the meat. Joe's not really into cars. He just likes the car that goes from point A to point B. So we're working on his brakes. We already have a video on Kias. We have two Kia videos. So we're just chilling. We're gonna slap his brakes on, and that's it, man. Enjoying this very long weekend that I'm having. So here we go, Joe. So here's what happened. Your outer pad got worn out before the inner pad did.
Oh,
yeah.
On that side.
Yeah, which is, I see this happen.
Okay.
And, you know, they say driving habits or whatever, but, or maybe a stuck pin, but the pin was fine, but it just happens. That's why it's important, regardless if you have a sensor, intermittently to have a brake inspection.
I see.
You know, so, I mean,
How often do brakes last though?
it all depends, man.
How
I've
you
seen
drive.
how you drive. There's a lot of variables, but I've seen front brakes last 40, 50, even crazy, like 60,000 miles. This might even be your first brake change.
And
So
I'm at 65.
yeah. So it all depends.
Okay.
There's variables.
Also, I got
There's
this car
theories, variables, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, you bought this car used too. I took it to 85.
Okay.
To be honest with you, when some guys they zap this, if they don't use a torque stick, they go over 80 anyway. Other side's already torqued, so we are good. Nothing like fresh pads and fresh rotors.
Yeah, let me know when you get a chance for the back pads, right?
Yeah, I'll check. I'll give them a call tomorrow.
Yeah.
Might even have write it down somewhere. If I thought I checked everything. Look at that. Brand new rotors, ready to stop on a dime now. All right, the homie Joe, we just slapped on his new brakes. He's good to go. He'll be back for the rears. All right, man, have a good night. Thanks. Peace. Pick up some brake pads real quick. Man, these jabronis. They said they had plenty in stock, but they had none. So I'm gonna hit a Parts Authority and get some Akibonos instead, which is still a good brake pad, like I mentioned in previous videos. Told me to wait outside while they're pulling the parts. Almost didn't get a chance to purchase these because turns out I have the Wifey's credit card. Anyway, finally, we have the right brake pads. Oh yeah. Feel like we're going through the canyon runs right now. All right, here we go. Just picked up the homie's car. I'll slap rear pads on here. Kind of pressed for time, so I told him he could keep my car if he needs to go anywhere, and then we'll just meet up at the pad later. All right, back at the pad. Just like I mentioned, we did his brakes a couple nights ago. Here's the front, brand new rotors, Akibono pads. For the back, we're just gonna slap on pads. So yep, sure glad I have all the time in the world right now to help out the homie. Then I gotta pick up baby girl next from school, pick up the wifey from work. That's what it is. So not to repeat myself once again, I already did brakes on 2 Kias before, previously, on another homie's car and my niece's car. So y'all get the gist. I'll still go ahead and record, but put you guys on the time lapse. All right, getting ready to put the pads on. Gonna have to get out of here soon because it's almost time to pick up baby girl from school. But like I mentioned previously on the other videos of the Kia, when you're changing the retainers, the brake pad retainers, you hear that sound? That's the retainers hitting on the edge of the rotor on the outside. So make sure it's tucked all the way in. Use a screwdriver, that's what I've been doing on these. And then now, doesn't rub. That's why you gotta make sure it's on there all the way, because if not, it's gonna rub on the rotor and it's gonna make a horrible noise. I'm just gonna slap these pads on real quick. Show you how to do this. Go in a little bit of a 45-degree angle, and then voila, it's in. Same for the back side, 45-degree angle, and voila, you in. Good to go. Next, we need to compress the piston on the rear calipers, then bolt everything back up, pump the brakes, and it should be golden. Hey, we got a tag along. What's up, Mamba? You ready to pick up Rhea from school? Looks like he is. All right, we just got to Rhea's school. Mamba's over here patiently waiting. Gonna leave him in the car for a second. Too many kids. Don't want him like trying to, you know. All right, here we go. Picking up a baby girl. Mamba's in the car crying. Thought you guys would be out by the time I get to the gate. All right, we just gotta hang out for a little bit and wait for mommy to get out. Then I gotta finish Uncle Joe's brakes on his Kia. Little tailgate over here while we're waiting for the wifey to get off work. All right, we're home. Gotta continue.
Can you help me? Ow, ow, ow.
All right, where were we? Pads are on. Just gotta compress the piston. Just gotta find my universal tool. I don't normally work on these Kias, but conventional brake system. So let me see what I have. Oh, another thing, I failed to mention this, or maybe I did, I don't remember. Spent a good 15-20 minutes trying to figure out how to jack up the rear end, because underneath it looked like plastic, but it's a suspension beam that goes all the way across, but it's a weird shape, like more like a triangle. So anyway, so I was fighting with that for a little bit. Anyway, got the car up in the air. All right, need to reorganize my tools. Actually, no, I don't, because I found what I'm looking for. Hopefully one of these will work. It's gonna be either this one or this one, hopefully. If not, I might have to use needle nose pliers. Oh, dope. Looks like this is gonna work. I think I used this before. Now I gotta go back and watch my video from the Kia and see what happened. Pretty sure this is what I used. Has to be. Has to be. Oh yeah. Love it when the plan comes together. And you already know this. When you compress the piston, make sure you remove the air from the dust boot. Be careful not to rip it. Actually, that's the whole purpose of removing the air, so that way the dust boot doesn't get ripped when you put the caliper back on over the pads. Now on a Honda, you got to make sure the caliper piston is positioned in a certain way, because if not, it'll make the pad wear tapered. So you know. All right, time to zap these and we're good to go on this side. Pins move freely, we are good. All right, done with the brake job. Important thing to do when you're done with the brake job, slapping pads on, pump your brakes. That's what Snoop said anyway. Good to go. 2016 Kia Forte 5 EX GDI. I don't know what that stands for. And Joe is good to go. Anyway, hope you guys had a good one. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.